Hi, morning, afternoon, everyone. So I'm a little bit late, having trouble getting onto Facebook today, but YouTube's fine. So we've got Sharon, Lynn, Samantha, Shirley, Robbie, hello, Helene and Marie and Sam and Sue. Very good, thank you, Sue, Patrice and Sarah, Anne, Samantha and Anne and Kim and Gray. Oh, hola. Hi, Kim and June and Sarah Jane. Watching with the volume down. Okay, got to be quiet. Sarah's got to be quiet. Chris, hello in Michigan. Hello, Jane in where are you? Canada. And Angela, Anne-Marie, Lorraine, Sharon, Jane. Oh, there we are on Facebook. It took a while to get onto Facebook today. I don't know why. These things happen. Hello, Julie Jones and Linda, Ruby and Coco. Karen, Sheila, Sue. Hello to everybody. Sorry if I've missed anybody. Been quite a lot of comments this afternoon. Welcome along. Like the bag behind me to my left. That one is the foundation paper piecing. Oh, that's my right. The one to my left is the jellyfish bag, which we're going to be launching on Sewing Street tomorrow. I've got two shows on Sewing Street tomorrow, one at 9 o'clock and one at 11 o'clock. 9 o'clock is going to be a brand new panel and it's ocean themed, so it's sea life, and at 11 o'clock we're going to be doing stamps, which you might have seen before in a different configuration, but yeah, I thought we'd try them with Sewing Street. So haven't got an awful lot of them, to be honest. But yeah, tune in tomorrow at 9 o'clock and 11 o'clock. Hi, Rita. Very cold and snowing in New York, is it? Oh, it's just damp here. It's just damp. It's not very nice. Hello, Melba, Geraldine, Elaine. Hello, Jeanette. Would love subtitles. I think, Jeanette, you put the subtitles on. Can anybody put a post on YouTube for Jeanette, who's deaf, to let her know how to put the subtitles on? Because I don't do that. I think you do that. Jane, the skirt is actually on the 8th. I got my dates wrong. I thought the dressmaking patterns came out on the 1st. They don't. They come out on the 8th on the Half Yard Sewing Club. So that's when the skirt pattern's going to be launching there. I might visit Karen. We're not going to have a stand at the NEC. We're not doing stands anymore. It's so expensive. So expensive. Costs us a fortune. Can I use polycotton for what? What you making, Helene? Let me know. I'm feeling better. Yes, thank you, Jules. I'll be fine. Thank you, Irene. Thank you. I'm full of pills. That's fine. Pills are great. They work fine. Lovely and sunny in Harrogate. Oh, jolly good. Thank you, Gillian. Oh, hi, Sharon. Diane. Lovely in Blackpool, but cool. The sun's been out all day. Yes, so tomorrow on Sewing Street, we have some new panels that I want to show you. Got some sticky stuff on my table. And these are they. So if I go over here, we've got hexagon panels, and these are big ones. They're 4-inch, I think I want to say. Big hexagon panels, which you can, I'm going to make a placemat in the show tomorrow, just using a little bit of self-binding, basically, just to show the kind of thing that you can do. Of course, you can use this as one big sheet of fabric, make bags, or I've made a little girl's apron out of it. The project that we're going to bring you is this, which is a hexagon shaped storage pod, which is loads of fun to make. And I've only decorated it with a little bit of trim around the lid, but you could add things on the top and Suffolk puffs and buttons and fringing and all kinds of stuff. And the nice thing is, I mean, it's only made from hexagons. It's ever so easy. It's just something a little bit different. It's useful. I've used, what have I used? Decaville Light as my interfacing. You could use Bosal. You need something quite sturdy for it. But the nice thing about this is if you're posting it or you're sending as a gift, it does actually fold flat. Like so. So that's the project. We will get it on the website. They have a week exclusive on Sewing Street, so we'll have it on the website in a week's time. But it's made with these panels, but of course you can make it with any fabric that you like, as long as it's cut into hexagons. So that's the one panel. It's big. You've actually got 41 of the 4-inch hexes. The 4 inches is the measurement across the side. So it's a big panel. I don't know what price they're doing it for, but it's all coral and starfish and fish and snail shells and all kinds of oceanic designs on that one. Love the colours on them as well. I think it's a really classy kind of colour. So those will be exclusive to Sewing Street because they print them, so they send them out. So these won't be on our website. They will be exclusive to Sewing Street. So that's the one. I think it's 9 o'clock tomorrow. I can't remember which way around we're doing the shows. I think that'll be 9 o'clock tomorrow. So that's the one panel, which is the 4-inch hexes. And the second panel is fat quarters. But these are really big fat quarters. If I open the whole thing up, because their fabric is 150 centimetres wide, I think. So you get massive fat quarters. So oh, there we go, look. So you've got 4 of the designs. So if you wanted to make things like the jellyfish bag behind me, or, you know, larger projects, cushion covers and things like that, then you can do. Jellyfish bag is going to be one of the projects that we bring you as well. So you'll be able to buy that or download it, whatever you feel like doing. Right, so that's tomorrow. That's not all. We've got more. We've got more. They're Kim's designs, actually, Sharon. They're Kim's with these ones, yes. Thank you, Christine. A bit chilly in Lincolnshire, says Leslie. Oh, is it? Oh, I'm sending you some stuff, Leslie, to make a bag. No rush. Sat under a quilt doing a bit of hand quilting. The dog's managed to scooch next to me. Oh, why not? Do you know, Tyler's having the time of his life at the moment. He's because the gardening's not so busy, he's pet sitting. Oh, he's got a dachshund for 17 days. He's got a little staffy. He's just in his element. All these dogs coming into the house. He's just got more dogs. It's lovely. I'm on, according to their schedule, Janet, I'm on with Rebecca, which would be nice tomorrow. It's a fluted hem created with a frill attachment. No, Deirdre, you don't need anything special for the ruffle around the bottom there. It's just a circular piece of fabric, so you don't need a special attachment for it. Yes, Jane, she's very good, my daughter, isn't she? She's very good at fabrics, is my daughter. Right. Also on Sewing Street tomorrow, while we're talking about it, we've got the fabric stamps, which I haven't brought you here, but I have brought you an example. And this is one of the projects that we've got for you as well. So, excuse me. So you may have seen, you know, we've done these before, different configurations, the sewing machine, stamp. So you stamp onto your fabric, and I've embroidered over the top with this one. And I've tried to use the same colour fabrics as I have with the fabrics on the project. So the project is a tablet cover. You'll have instructions for this. They'll be downloadable, or you can buy them. Those come from Sewing Street. The fabric bundles, Sewing Street are going to put together. The stamps come from me. Now, of course, if you want to make the tablet cover without that, I do give the instructions. That's a 10-inch square of fabric, so you don't have to do that, but I think it just makes a nice project. And this is big enough to house in here. I've got an A4 book, and in the main pocket I've got a MacBook, and then on the other side there's a pocket with a flap, so you can keep your pens or your bits of stationery or your phone or other bits and bobs in there. And I've just put a handle on the side of this one, because if it's just a tablet cover, you have to pick it up like that. and with a handle you can pick it up like that. So it's not a shoulder strap or anything like that, it just makes it a bit easier to pick it up. Samantha, the ink is Versacraft. So I'm not a paper crafter, I don't profess to be, don't want to be, never have been, never will be. So I have no idea what you'd use with paper, but on fabric, Versacraft. And with the kits that we've put together for Sewing Street tomorrow, you'll have the stamp. We've got 7 different options. You'll have the acrylic block, and you'll have a little black square of Versacraft as well. So apart from your fabric, you've got everything you need to get going. And then if you wanted to embroider, I've just used 2 threads of embroidery thread, 2 strands of embroidery thread, sorry, and I've literally just embroidered around the edge of the picture on the stamp. So I'll show you tomorrow, because some of my design team have actually stamped onto paper, they've made cards. Pat has used Angelina fibres, she's made a clock face, and what else have they used? Can't remember. But yeah, you'll see those tomorrow. But for me, it's Versacraft, because that's the one that they recommend using for fabric, because when you iron it, it becomes permanent, so it doesn't wash out or anything. So it's a good one. So yeah, so that's another little project for you coming up tomorrow. So I think that's everything we've got on Sewing Street. So again, Sewing Street at 9 o'clock and 11 o'clock tomorrow. Suitable fabrics to make the skirt on Saturday. That's a good idea, Deirdre. I need to do a live stream from the office to show you what we've got that's suitable on there. Obviously you can buy fabrics from anywhere you like, but Deirdre, you've bought that fabric already, I saw, so that's absolutely perfect. It's a lovely fabric for the skirt. Dogs over anything. Oh, I know, Samantha. In fact, it's Tyler's 30th birthday next month, and they'd got big plans to go to, I think it was Morocco. No, we shan't go that far. We'll go to France. We'll do something really exciting on my 30th birthday, and he's ended up looking after a staffy. So not going anywhere for his 30th birthday. He's in his element looking after a staffy at home. Polycotton for the stationery folder. Don't see why not, Helene. Yeah, absolutely. You can use any fabric you like for it. It does have, I say fusible fleece because I've used our fusible craft fleece. As it's designed for Sewing Street, they don't do that. That's exclusive to us. So I've suggested 8640 for them. But yeah, a cotton or a polycotton are absolutely fine, because you've got a nice stable interfacing behind it. So polycottons tend to be a little bit finer in the weave than a crafting cotton or quilting cotton. But if you've got the interfacing behind it, it makes it nice and sturdy. Thank you, Ruth. Yes, absolutely. Hello, Janet. And Samantha. Janet loves the craft fleece. We sell, honestly, I think the fusible craft fleece is one of our best-selling products. Looking after a dog is a perfect way to spend it. I think so, Claire. I think so. I'd rather be with my dog on my birthday than anybody. Shouldn't say that out loud, should I? I've got family watching. Right, we have new fabrics to show you. These are, honestly, we were we were going to have a few months of not spending anything, and then she saw these. Oh, this. Look at it. Look. Well, let me open it and then I'll show you. Look at these. It's a panel. Sorry, I just absolutely love these. So let me open it out so you can see the whole panel. That's what you get. I'm not sure what they're called, so you'll need to have a look on the new arrivals on the website on debbieshawdown.com and you'll see them. But look at him, and look, they're just gorgeous panels. Now it's up to you what you do with them. So this is what you actually get. I'm gonna bear with me. I'm zooming out. Out I come. because it's a big banner. Oh no, that's in. Want to go out? Want to go out? I'm going to go out. There we go. A bit more. Yeah, that will do. Oh, there's me roots. So you get. Sorry, that made me cough. Oh, that was bad, wasn't it? So there's 8. There's 8 pieces altogether. I'm sorry, I just love them. Reed said, "I wish I got kids to sew for." Yeah, I don't really, but I just look at the motley crew there. They're just amazing. Love them. What would you do with them? Oh, hello, Zach. How are you, darling? Brenda's booked Susie's next workshop. Oh, jolly good. Oh, hi, Sarah. Oh no, she's got flu and a chest infection. No, it's not fun, is it? So it's not fun at all. There's a lot of it. They said there's a lot of it going around. It's the last thing you want to hear from your doctor, is it? It's the last. You're the third one I've seen today. There's a lot of it going around. Doesn't help. Anyway, what are you going to make with these? I mean, a floor cushion with all 4 of those would be great. Bags, drawstring bags, school bags, that kind of thing. All this bit down the side is extra because obviously they need to fill the space with something, but that could be bag handles. What size is each rectangle? I don't know, but I shall measure them for you, Linda. Oh, 10 inches by 8 for each one of those. But on there, I love the colours. And I love this lot. So, but anyway, but this is all we've got. So we can't get any more of those when they sell out, and they've been really busy already. Kim only put them on the website today, and it's been really busy already. So those they're just not going to sell out. They're lovely. Love those. So that's that. Front and back for a book cover. That's a nice. Yeah, they would. They'd make a really lovely book cover. I don't know. I'm cough in the chest. It's funny when it's also got chest. I sort of, I don't know. Kim had X-rays for her chest infection weeks ago and was told that they couldn't find anything. So Janet says they're so cute. Now on the opposite extreme to cute, these are lovely. We had a bit of a moment at the suppliers. Basically, we weren't going to buy anything, and then just loads of stuff. We've got beach huts, and isn't this one like? It's very nautical, but it's like an outline of yachts and boats and mariner's compass and everything. And I just think those go really well together. You know, we've spoken before about fabrics a little bit more masculine, maybe. I think we could say that these are a little bit more masculine. So if you wanted to make something for the guys, is that very PC to say, just making things for guys? I don't care. I just think that would really work. So all in the navies and the creams. And again, I can't. Oh, a men's shirt. Oh, wouldn't a both actually? Yeah, that'd be nice, Samantha. That'd be really nice, wouldn't it? Oh, excuse me. And a total splendid. Can you add some Craftlies to my order? I think it's gone out, Rita. I think your order's gone out. Can you wait till March till you come to the retreat, or do you want me to post some out? I'll double check, but I think all your orders have gone. I hope it doesn't like quilting cotton for his shirts. Oh, is he fussy, Rita? What would you like for his shirts? A bit of silk, maybe. What's he want for his shirts? A fold of it. Yeah, I think it's a new one. Oh, okay. Oh, I haven't looked, Rita. I haven't been in the office for a while, so I haven't seen any orders that come through. But I'll have a look. And yes, of course, we can add things to your order. An iPad case, it would, wouldn't it? That would be very nice. So again, you don't have to have the stamped panel if you don't want it, but as an iPad cover, I think that would be very nice. Very nice indeed. Janet's expecting a parcel tomorrow. We have been actually very busy. over the last couple of weeks. So thank you very much for that. You're keeping us going. We had God, that wasn't very nice. Do excuse me. Yeah, we're having a chat with a few people in the business recently, and it's quite tough out there at the moment. So thank you for keeping us going. We do appreciate it. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. It's all your fault we're here. Wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. Look what you've done. Look at this monster you've created. It's all your fault. We're going to get a sneak peek of your new fabric range soon. Ooh, I was going to show you that, wasn't I, Anne-Marie? I've got it here. What day is it today? Wednesday. I'll show you on Saturday. I'll show you. I've got little bits of it. Yes, Leslie, we will be bringing the craft fleece. Anybody that's coming to the retreat, by the way, at the end of March, if you want anything particular, let us know and we'll bring it. Janet loves the monster. Yeah, look what you've done. Look what you've done. Yeah, let us know. There is going to be another retreat at Coombe Abbey. I don't think it's advertised yet, but just pencil it in your diary if you missed out on the first one. I think it's the 6th of June, beginning of June anyway. Skirt pattern Sarah's going to win the 8th. I thought it was the 1st. I just get it wrong, don't I? It's the 8th of the month. Worried from my trip. I've got several shops I'm planning to hit. I hope you're bringing big suitcases, Rita. We got fairies. Oh, we got fairies. I'm not sure what these collections are called. Hold the line a moment. Fairy Dream Border, the estate of Cicely Mary Barker, used under a license to Michael Miller Fabrics, not for commercial manufacture, apparently, this one. Love a fairy. Don't you love a fairy? Now then, how many is in this collection? So we've got that one. We have Shadow Dance and Butterfly. Oh, these are pretty. Look at those. I'm not sure if they're all the same collection or not, but they go very nicely. I'm very happy with all of those. Ladies with hats on. Oh, I'm sorry, Jeanette. I hope you're okay. Jeanette's first time live for ages. Welcome along. Yeah, we're doing all the same place, Samantha, because it's amazing, which is Coombe Abbey in Rugby, is it? It's just the most amazing, historic, beautiful place. So if we're going to do a retreat, it's only a one-night retreat. You can stay more nights if you like. You need to book that with the hotel, but we want it to be very, very special. So the first retreat, which we're doing, is the end of March, 22nd, 23rd of March. We sold out in 2 hours. The next one is not going to be till June. It's not advertised at the moment, but I'll let you know as soon as it is. Right, so anyway, I'm showing you new fabrics. That's what I'm doing. So that's those four. I love the colours, love the butterflies. There's so much I could do with that. And isn't that different? Is that just unusual? And then this one's got the little fairies on it. That's really sweet, actually. Look, it's graduate. Oh, hang on a minute. It's a border fabric. Oh, do your homework, Deborah. So this reminds me, it goes all the way through to, so you've got the green and then the lilac and then the pink fairies. When I was little, my auntie, my mum's sister, was an amazing painter, and she used to draw the flower fairies for us. And the flower fairies are licensed and everything, but she used to use pencil crayons and draw the flower. They were amazing. She's an amazing artist. And whenever I say anything like this, and it takes me back to the flower fairies, it's just so nostalgic. We've grown up in that kind of era. So I know it's not the flower fairies; it's a fairy dream border. But for me, it's that kind of. I think the flower fairies had different coloured petals on their hats, didn't they? But it's such an, oh, that's got a little bit of glitter on it. Oh, that is lovely. It's got glitter on the wings. Oh, I didn't even notice that before. Oh, let me say, oh, got top of my head there again, didn't you? You can't see there, but they've got glitter on the wings. Oh, those are so lovely. Oh, oh gosh. Imagine a blind in the window. Wouldn't that be gorgeous? Oh. And it's not the kind of glitter that sheds, but it's just got glitter on the wings. It's beautiful. Look at that. And then at the bottom, look, you've just got the outline like a shadow, dragonflies and fairies. And that's, oh, this takes me back. Absolutely beautiful. Now, this is 1/2 metre. No, it's not. This is 60 centimetres. Because Kim was pointing out, if we cut 1/2 metre, you'd be cutting through some poor fairy's head. So it's a little bit more than you'd pay for 1/2 metre because we wanted to stretch it right out to the edge of the print so that you get all of the fairies without chopping somebody's poor old head off. So it's a 60 centimetre, I think, width of this one. So that's what you actually get. So a bit wider than you'd normally get, but at least then if you're making a cushion cover or something out of just a 1/2 metre piece, or what would be a 1/2 metre piece, you get the lot without chopping some poor fairy in half. There's just not what a border fabric. A hemline on a skirt for a child, Deirdre, would be lovely. Curtains, blinds, even a bag. If you had all of that as the front, and then there's so much you can do with it. It's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So anyway, that's that one. We weren't going to have any fabrics to show you at all. We've spent enough. We decided, did we not, Kim? If you're still watching, no more new, and then this happened. Never be rich. We have more. We do have more. June couldn't resist. I know, it's lovely stuff. Now I've shown you all of that. Look at this. Look at this. So this one is by the 1/2 metre, so it's not a panel. Look at these little chaps. And this is like a double border, so you get the same on two. If I open that up and show you, get the same on both bits. Ain't that cute? Look at that. Isn't that cute? Love it. Look at the heart balloons with flowers in them. It's so cute. Love it to bits. Again, if you have a look on the new arrivals, you'll see this. I just love this. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Just the little cats and the little bears. You could colour those in, couldn't you? Oh, there's a little bird on the heart there. There's a little bird on the heart. And butterflies. And it's so, so sweet. Love this one. And we've got a few bits that go with it. Love is in the air, this is called. It's Clothworks. So it's really lovely fabrics, really, really nice quality fabrics for this one. Fairies is just one, Viv. This one's a double border. And that one, hang on a minute, look at these little faces. Sorry, I switched myself off to have a little bit of a cough. I love this. And that one. Oh, and look. In the hearts, we've got little dogs. Got little dogs and cats. Look, Isn't that lovely? Oh gosh, love these. And the colours. If you look at him. Sorry, excuse me, I'm just getting a bit carried away with that one. They're lovely. Jewel says, it does make me chuckle the way you look at us and say, I do have more. I know, I just, honestly, we went over to one of our suppliers yesterday, myself and Kim, deliberately in Kim's car because her boot's full, so couldn't fit anything in, and just like, right, we're not going to buy anything. We're just going to go. We're going to have a talk, and we'll have a look at what's new that's coming. We're not going to buy anything. Spent a fortune. So yeah, and this is what we came back with. No, because a lot of this we didn't even see on their website, and then you just get there. I mean, I didn't do any pictures. Oh. But these warehouses with fabric on are just like rows and rows and rows and rows of fabrics. We were in there for hours, and yeah, a lot of this we hadn't seen on their website before, so I thought, we'll have that, we'll have that, we'll have that. So this little car with a full-up boot ended up with the whole of the back seat and the floor and the rest of the boot, and under my feet on the passenger side, and probably Kim was sitting on a few bolts as well, but yeah, we absolutely filled it up and came back with lots of new fabrics. So yeah, we weren't going to spend anything, but we did. No point in having a shop, Debbie. No, that's true. Yes, Anne, absolutely. No point in having a shop if you don't buy fabrics. Absolutely, we've got a business to run here. We need new fabrics, don't we? Thank you very much. That's a good excuse. Couldn't needle with the formulas in there. Oh, okay, Jean. Hopefully they've sorted you out. So anyway, they're just lovely. They're lovely. I haven't finished yet. And and you know, it's only part of what we bought is actually on the website, because we thought we'll spread it out a little bit, so we're not just going, look at all of this. Excuse me. Yeah. So we've got enough fabrics to last us for a few months anyway. What would you do with border fabrics? For me, I look at these and I think blinds in a window would look really super. A bag, a huge cushion cover. There's so much you can do with the border fabric. Maybe you can make that into a little girl's dress and use that as the top part of it. That'd be really pretty, wouldn't it? Hang on a minute, let's have a look. So if you were to take the border piece as the skirt, gather that up as an empire line just underneath the chest, and then add something like that with two straps at the top, would make such a pretty little dress. Wouldn't that be lovely? Roll on summer, says Samantha. Jane, I know. Sorry. Yeah. At least I'm on my own here. I'm not spreading germs around anywhere, so we're good, aren't we? Oh dear, I haven't finished yet. No, we're not buying any more fabric. Nope, we have enough fabric. We have enough. We're not buying any more. Nope. Look at these. Yeah, it didn't quite work out like that. Oh, look. And honestly, when you see what else we've got, that's pretty, isn't it? Oh, I love the colours on these. Really rich olive. Oh, that's lovely. I'm talking about these like I haven't actually seen them before. Look at the detail on that. So there's little mushrooms and leaves. And again, it's quite nice that it's not very typically red toadstools and green leaves. It's very, very soft and very subtle. I think a very sophisticated palette, don't you think, to those three? Would look absolutely lovely all together. a nice dark contrast between all of them if you're going to do a little bit of patchwork. Oh, Dolores says a summer dress for granddaughter. Oh, Jane says love making drum lampshades with border fabrics. That's a nice idea. June's going to be broke by tomorrow. Oh, I doubt we're broke or it's just gone, you know. Yeah, we spent a lot of money yesterday. Middle of moving house, but the same room is smaller than my new home. Oh, you want a she shed, Caitlin? She needs a sewing shed or something. Oh, that's what I'm sitting in here. That's my sewing shed. I call it my studio. It's quite big, but I'm in I'm in quite a big shed at the bottom of the garden, which is where I am now. So this is my studio area. Yeah, it's nice. Not at the moment, Alison. The supply we went to yesterday was all quilting fabric. So dressmaking, I don't think we've got anything new at the moment. But we have plans. We do have plans. Party, our 50th wedding anniversary on Saturdays. Oh, congratulations, 50 years, wow. Leslie's ordered the scissors. No fabric money, it's all going on repair. Oh well, Sandra, maybe next time. Car repair, oh well. Yeah, I know that feeling. Gary's isn't doing very well at the moment. Poddington Peas. I don't remember Poddington Peas for bottom of the garden child's programme. I don't remember Poddington Peas at all. Gary making a camp out of that. No, I'm very willing, Sarah. Very willing. Don't need to be made to be camped out here at all. Tomorrow, Zach, at 9 and 11 hour time. I don't know what time that is with you. But if you have a look on the Sewing Street website, it'll give you the exact times there. Right. What I was going to show you, because I think we mentioned this before, the foundation piecing panels, like what we do. Because these are out of the weekly exclusive to Sewing Street now. So we've got them on the website. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit, just bear with me 1 second while I do this. It may look a little bit dodgy, but there we go, that's what we're going to do. There we go. So they come with instructions on how to piece the pieces together, not make a project. So basically in these kits you get 4 different stars. We've got some more coming out actually another time, but for now we've just got the stars. So these are the fabric panels, that's how it comes to you. So some of them have 4 pieces, like that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That one has 1, 2, 3, 4. This one has 8 pieces, and that one has 8 pieces. But they all fit together. So if you wanted to make each one of those panels into a standalone cushion cover or a bag, absolutely fine. But if you join them all together, you also get this 4-point star shape in the centre. So, where are they? There we go. So this is one. That is one 8-piece panel. And I've alternated the colours around the edge of this one. You could make those all plain if you wanted to and just have the star really stand out in the centre. That's another one of the 8-piece panels. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I did also start to make up the blue section. So it's the same panel, but this time I've used navy all the way around the edge, so the star in the centre really stands out. And again, if you join the next piece to this one, this forms a 4-point star in the middle, or you could use them all individually and just make cushion covers, which is what I think I would do with them, to be honest. I just think they lend themselves to something like that. So I just wanted to show you really how they work. So if you've seen foundation paper piecing before, your paper pieces will look a little bit like this. Can't see that at all, can you? Because it's too bright. And you'll cut out the individual sections. So this is another one where there's 4. And then you sew through the paper over the individual bits and then tear the paper away. This one's a little bit different because it's on fabric, so you don't tear paper away. You leave it in there. Okay, so this is what I'm just going to show you really quickly how to get it going. All right. Well, I would do if I brought scissors down here with me. Let's see how we go here. So again, that you can tell sometimes they all come joined together, sometimes they're cut out individually. But this one's got 8 pieces: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and they're all the same or mirror imaged. So let's cut out one of these to start with. Hello, Lavinia in Ontario. Welcome along. So I'm just going to cut along the line to cut out one of the sections, because all of the sections use the same amount of fabric. So I'll just show you how to do the one. And then you'd need to piece all 4 of those together, or 8 of those together, depending on how many pieces are in the block. Now this is all in your instructions, but I just wanted to explain it to you to make it a little bit clearer. So I'm just going to pop the iron on. Because you're wadding in between the fabrics. I would put if you're going to put, if you're making one, I would make each block and then add wadding to the back of each block. So if you're making that, then make it all up, press all of the seams open. You'll trim down all the seams in the centre bit because that's quite bulky. Then add wadding if you want to quilt it, but you've already got the fabric on the wrong side of this. The fabric doesn't come out, so it's actually quite stable. Also, with having the fabric that stays in there, if you've ever done FPP before, foundation paper piecing, you'll need to use a very small stitch, because you're going to tear the paper away. And sometimes when you tear the paper away, when the fabric's cut on the bias, it can twist it a little bit. You have to be really careful when you're tearing it away. And it also makes it very difficult if you need to unpick anything when you're sewing through paper, because you're going to ruin your paper very quickly. But because this is sewn onto fabric, unpicking is very easy. You don't need to shorten your stitch length. You can back stitch at the end of each stitch line, so it makes it so much easier. But unless you're quilting, it's actually quite solid, because again you've got 2 layers of fabric there. But yes, you can quilt it, that's no problem whatsoever. I'm just going to iron this little piece flat. Christina's making cushion covers from hers. I think that's what I do with them. I think that's what I do. Hello Susie in North Carolina, how are you? Right, so that's that. So we're going to start with number 1, which is this triangle here. Okay, so let's take a little bit of fabric, which I've just knocked on the floor, so bear with me a moment. I'll pick this up. And I'll need to cut for the first piece. This is the only piece that's a little bit different. So I'm just looking for a fabric glue pen. There we go. You'll sew from this side, you put your fabric on from the back. So I need a piece of fabric which covers that area. It takes more fabric than you imagine to cover these. Okay. So I've left my best scissors down in my workroom. Fine, I'll use those ones. I'll use my paper scissors, that's fine. That wasn't very well organised, was it? Okay, so number 1 here. When you turn the panel over, you can see through the fabric because it's printed in black. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue just over that space on number 1. And then put enough fabric to cover the whole area. And then take your cutting mat, and if you have the, oh, what have I done with that? If you've got your piecing ruler, which I had here a moment ago, then we're going to use that to trim back the seam allowance. There we go. Right, so just to reiterate, that's the shape of number 1. Fabric enough to cover that, which I've actually put the wrong way up. So that covers over there. And then in between the lines of number 1 and number 2, we're going to fold that piece of fabric back along the line between number 1 and number 2. So again, I can see through the fabric, I can see where that fold is. And then take your piecing ruler, which has a lip on it which measures 1/4 inch, put that up against the fold and trim away the seam allowance. Now, because this is on the edge of the fabric, I can also trim that back. So on the wrong side of my fabric, I've got one piece of fabric that covers over the whole of the shape of number 1. So the next piece I need is the one that goes between 1 and 2, so that's number 2. So let's go for this one. And I'll need to cut that so it covers that number 2. This is obviously a lot bigger than it needs to be. Let's go back to the beginning. So that's the line between number 1 and number 2. I'm going to put my second strip of fabric over the top. You can double check that this is going to fold over and cover, because that's how we're going to sew it. And then we will pop a pin in there. Flip it back over, and I'm just going to sew along the line between number 1 and number 2. So just pop that out of the way. And again, you can use quite a small stitch, and because we're not taking paper out, we can back stitch it. So let's take the pin out and fold that open. And then we'll bring the ironing pad back up again and fold that back. And then we'll need to trim that. So let's flip this back again. So I've got my number 1 square covered. I've now just done the number 2 square. So I need to go in between the line from number 2 to number 3. Let's fold that back and crease along the line. Take my ruler, cut that to 1/4 inch, save that, open that out and trim the edge. So that's my second strip. Let's do the third one. So this is box number 3. I'll place that right sides together, make sure I've got enough room to fold that over. Don't just line up the edge of your fabric with the edge of the next piece, because when you fold this over, that piece is missing. So that's why it takes a lot more fabric than you imagine it to actually create this. So let's pop that down on there. Edges matching. Pop a pin in there and flip it over, and we'll sew between lines 2 and line 3. So fold it back, take a pin out, fold this over, and press it. And then in between the line 3 to line 4, oh no, here's line 4. So I can go along line 3. I can trim that one now. But my next one is going to be here on line 4. So let's just trim back the edge of that fabric. And then line 4 here. Let's fold this one back along that long line there. Put my ruler on and trim. So that's how I'm looking from the front. This is going to be the next one. So you just carry on adding all of the different strips in the same way. Let's see if I've got another contrast here. That one will do. So this one now goes along that line 4. Match the edges. You can use a lot smaller pieces than this. I am being rather generous. Let's flip that over to the right side, and we're going to go along the edge of line 4 here. So that starts there. And so to the end. Okay, then back to the ironing board. It does help. When I've been making these, and so we've got some new ones we're working at the moment with hearts. It does help if you have your machine and your cutting station and your ironing mat all within close proximity, like I have here, so you're not actually moving around too much, because every time you sew you're going to iron, and then after every time you iron you're going to cut. So that is my number 4. So I can trim the edge of this back to the edge of the template. Remember, the templates stay in, you don't need to tear these out afterwards. And then the next one is going to be in between 4 and 5. So that's the line that I need to fold it on. So let's fold that back and crease, pop my ruler over the top and trim. So that's the next one. So let's flip this back over again. So I want to do number 5 now. So there's my number 4 that I've just covered. That's that one here. And you can see how sharp all of these points are. And then this one is a bigger piece. So let's go for that one. So again, I need to make sure that I've got a piece of fabric big enough to cover the whole of that area. So I can double check that it's going to go here, right sides together. So when I flip that over, it's going to cover all of that triangle. So this is way too big, but that's fine. I'll save the rest of it. So line that up with the edge that you've made previously here, and pop your pin in it. Flip it over, and we're going to sew between lines 4 and line 5. So it does get quite formulaic. When you've done your first couple of rows, if you've not done this before, it's quite easy to kind of understand what's going to happen next. So that's that. Take out the pin, mat up again. Let's fold that back. And then press. And with any of the different designs that you're doing, do study them first. So which fabrics are you going to use? How are you going to create the star shape or the edge of the star shape? You know, that there are guidelines on your instructions for different kind of designs. So we go up against the edge there and up against the edge there. So you can see that really coming together. And then you just carry on in the same way. So that's number 4. The next one will be number 6. So in that case, we're going to put right sides together here. So flip it over, and then you'll really start to see the shape of the point of the star turning out. And then when you've got a few of those going, I know it's not the same one, but you get the idea. So that's one piece finished. And then you'll complete all of the different sections. As I said, some have 4, some have 8 pieces. This one's got 4. And then join them together like so. But when I was saying about looking at the way that the design works, and this is quite useful on the information here. So you can see the shapes of the different stars, but also what you're going to use in the background. So this one has got the white background to make the blue star stand out, but these corner pieces that you see here will create a central 4-point star if you join them all together as I have done here. Or, like on the ones that I made, I used different colours. So the star still stands out in the centre, but I've used a different colour around the edge. So have a look at the panels when you first get them home and just see where you think the best colours are going to work. It's quite nice to have a very stark difference between the edge or the border and the star, so the star really pops, but of course you could make that a little bit more subtle as well. So I just want to show you the way that they kind of come together and how easy it is. And of course these fabric panels don't tear out afterwards, they stay in your work, so it stabilises your fabric. You're not tearing against stitches, and if you want to quilt you can do it. You don't need to quilt them if you don't want to. It makes it very, very stable. So it's a really easy way of creating perfect points without the paper. So yeah, so I just thought I'd show you those anyway. Oh, thank you, Christina. Yeah, I did demo those on Sewing Street as well, but maybe didn't spend quite as much time because it was a little bit rushed. What was supposed to drive yet? So, oh, sorry, talking to somebody else. How much fabric would you need for each square? Oh, I don't know for each square. The bundles that they put together on Sewing Street, you will need, if you do two squares will take 1/2 metre of plain fabric. So on the ones that I made, I used two plain fabrics. So 1/2 metre of the navy, 1/2 metre of the white, and then I've got 2 squares with navy backgrounds, 2 squares with white backgrounds. If you wanted them all with the same colour, I'd go for 1 metre of the plain, and you'll probably get away with a fat quarter. But I put together 1/2 metre pieces of each of 5 of the prints, because then whatever's left over I can make cushion cover backs or sashing and borders from it. So if you ordered 1/2 metre of each of plain and 1 metre, sorry, 1/2 metre of each of patterned and 1 metre of plain, you'll have enough to actually finish and make either a small lap quilt or your cushion covers with those as well. So the printed fabric doesn't take anywhere near as much as the plain fabric. The plain fabric takes the most. So a fat quarter for each quarter is basically what you're going to need if you're going to go by each quarter size. If you're thinking all 4 pieces together, go for 1 metre of plain, either 1/2 metre of each of 2 colours, 1 metre of 1 colour, and go for, you could do fat quarters, but if you go for 1/2 metre, you'll have enough to actually finish the projects. So I hope that helps. Okay, I'm glad that helped. It's actually really nice. I had, so the next ones that we've got coming through are hearts, and Kim's been putting those together for me today, and she's not done foundation piecing before. And she's right, I'm going to have a go at this. She's going to make a video for it as well. How do I do it? I say, well, do you do this? You do this? Oh, I'm fine with that. And she's actually made up a couple of the hearts already. Look, they look really, really nice. So I think once you get into the swing of it, when you've done the first 1 or 2 rows of, right, okay, flip that back, that Oh, okay, then the next one's there, and the next one's there, and the next one's there. It comes together very quickly. It's actually a very simple way of doing it. Sarah's new home, so I can have volume up. Oh, yeah. Turn your volume up, Sarah. What size is the bag behind with the jellyfish? I can't remember offhand, Sarah. I think it looks about 16 inches by 14 inches. Can't remember the size offhand. That'll be on Sewing Street tomorrow. How much is the kit and the ruler? The kit, Angela, including the panel with 4 pieces, is £25.99, and the instructions, that's what you get. They would normally sell at £8.99 each for one section. So you've got a really good deal there with the 4 of those for £25.99. The ruler's £12.99. All on the website. It's probably still under new arrivals, actually. Deirdre loves nearly new things. Yes, so do I, Deirdre. It's always nice to do something new, isn't it? Something that's a little bit different. Do you have the sun setting? Lovely shadows in the back. No, this is my husband's lighting. It doesn't matter whether it's brilliant sunshine outside or pitch black. He lights the studio to look like this. So if it looks like a sunset, then that's lovely. But no, this is the way that we look. He's good at lighting, is my fella. How is the number sewing sequence decided? Oh, I don't know, June. I'm not the engineer that's designed them. I've come up with the ideas, and then the sequences. I don't know how they work it out, but I'm glad they do. That's out of my range a little bit, I'm afraid. Looking for a ruler coming tomorrow. Yeah, they're good. The rulers are very good for adding a 1/4 of an inch, not just to paper piecing or these pieces, but if you have, I haven't got one here, if you've got a straight-sided ruler that you wanted to add a 1/4 of an inch to, so maybe you've got a diamond or a hexagon shape acrylic template that you're using for patchwork and you want to add a 1/4 of an inch, it just butts up against the edge. And you've got inches on there as well, so you can use it as a ruler too. Thank you, Sarah. Okay, then I'm gonna nip off. So yeah, early start tomorrow. I shall be up at 3:30 tomorrow. I don't mind when it's light. Love the early mornings when it's light. Hate it when it's dark. Yeah, at least you don't have to work it out, June. It's all done for you. Excuse me. Okay, so I shall see you on Sewing Street tomorrow. It'd be lovely to have you there. If you'd like to drop us an email, that would be very nice as well. So during the show on Facebook or on the website, just come and say hello, or if you've got any questions, then just pop along. If you can't join me on Sewing Street tomorrow, then I shall see you again here on Saturday morning at 11 o'clock. So, thanks for your company today. I hope you're all going to be well. I'm switching my iron off. I've got Laura, is she? She's Laura on her way back from Thailand at the moment. She normally reminds me to unplug the iron. So that goes there, that goes there. Oh look, I'm putting in see you again next Wednesday, but I should actually see you again on Saturday, so completely ignore me. So I'll see you again, if not tomorrow, I'll see you again on Saturday. So thanks for joining me today, and take care.